welcome back to another video that makes me feel really uncomfortable. So back in January, like almost 5 months ago, I made that answering super personal questions video, and you guys really seemed to like it. So a couple days ago, I decided to once again post on my community tab. It's that time again. I'm going to be filming another answering personal questions type video, but this time I want to answer your assumptions about me instead. What are some things, good or bad, that you assume about me, my personality, my life, my friendships, my relationships, etc. But you don't know if they're actually true. Write them in the comments below, even if you think they will make me uncomfortable to answer. Also, on a more serious side note, if you didn't see, I also posted on my community tab about my thoughts and feelings surrounding Black Lives Matter. I mean, spoiler alert, I 100% support them and their fight for racial equality and police reform, but just in case you didn't see it. So I'm honestly really curious to see what some of you guys think about me from just knowing me through the internet. And once again, I got thousands of responses. Obviously, I can't answer every single one. So once again, I picked the ones that are the most repetitive. And also, a lot of you asked me questions that I already answered in my super personal question video from earlier this year. Please go check that out if your question was not answered. Probably was answered there. All right, let's get into these assumptions. You're bubbly and an extrovert when you're filming a YouTube vid, but in real life, you're an introvert. And also kind of going along with this assumption, I would assume that off camera, she's a lot less energetic than while she's filming. Then again, if that was the case, most YouTubers are like that, but it's not necessarily a bad thing. Okay, so the first point, I'm a very introverted personality. I get the majority of my energy and happiness from being home or hanging out with a very small group of close friends or family. Quarantine has not bothered me that much because I love being home. I'm able and enjoy doing activities alone. However, if I am put in a big social situation or asked to go do something, I still enjoy and am a part of those activities and things. I just don't need them constantly to be happy. I don't need constant interaction with other people. I don't need to constantly go do things. And actually, when I am more extroverted, I get way more exhausted and need to have some introverted time to get more energized again and feel more myself. That having been said, and also having met many of possibly your other favorite YouTubers in real life, I can 100% say that like 98% of them are just a more energetic, amplified version of themselves when they make videos. Obviously, I'm not super freaking crazy all the time and yelling at people and pranking people in real life. I do commentate video games even when I'm not on camera anymore. I think I'm just so used to it. But yes, I'm different off camera, but I would say that on camera, I am me, just a more energetic, volume up version of myself. As with most YouTubers. I've only met like 1 or 2 that were just as energetic in real life as they are in their videos. Assumption, you curse more off camera. Of course I do. Actually, if you go back to my way earlier videos, I curse a decent amount in them. Probably the amount I curse in my earlier videos is the amount that I curse in real life. I don't curse a ton. The only reason I stopped cursing in my videos was honestly when things started getting demonetized. I've never tried to be like a absolute family-friendly kids channel. That's never been my goal. That's never been the audience I'm targeting. I want everybody to be able to watch and enjoy me. But yeah, that's why there's murder in my videos, and there's sometimes cursing and romantic situations. My assumption, whenever you make merch, it takes months to plan out what it is going to look like. Well, thanks so much for that merch plug I wasn't expecting. But one, yes, it does take a very long time for each merch drop. Some of them are planned months in advance, specifically like the Dexter plushie. But excitingly enough, we have a new merch drop. Here it is, and as you can see, it is the most kawaii merch drop I've ever had. We also had some summer items restocked, so make sure to check out my link in the description below to see all the new merch. And I am still selling face masks, the profits of which are going to the charity No Kid Hungry, who's working toward trying to stop childhood hunger. So definitely also make sure to check out the face masks in the description below. It's for a great cause. And there you go, new merch. I assumed you were an alien, you know, because you're obsessed with outer space and the galaxy. They're on to me. Could you imagine? I would be the world's worst alien. I am not alien, but I love galaxy everything. I love the galaxy. Do you love the galaxy? I'm definitely not an alien. When I first watched you, I thought you were bisexual. So I basically answered this question in the personal question video. So go watch that if you want my full answer. But yeah, I get that a lot. People always ask, like I say I'm straight, but then people are like, are you sure you're not bisexual? Are you sure you've never dated a girl before? Yeah, I'm sure. And I understand because I think people from LGBT LGBTQ+, who enjoy watching me, want me to be even more relatable to them. And I get it. I feel you. I'm 100% an ally of you guys. But also, just a little thought. If one of you guys told me that you identified as bi or lesbian or gay, I would never be like, are you sure? Never say that. So I just say, if somebody does tell you they're straight, coming back and being like, are you sure? Is also not cool. Everybody should just be respectful of what they identify as and take it for what they say. Also, a side note that I forgot to mention in my last video of me being supportive of the LGBTQ+ community. I have a lot of people that are close to me in my life that are part of the community. I know you guys know Scott, who's one of my best friends and another YouTuber on the platform. He is my brother-in-law, aka Bobby's brother is gay. One of my cousins is gay. So yeah, I have a bunch of very close people to me that are in the community, and I wholeheartedly support the crap out of them. But I myself personally, for my own history and how I feel, I would not consider myself a part of that community, no, but an ally for it. However, the next question, I assume that you kissed a girl because of some type of dare or something and you liked it. Okay, Katy Perry. Yes, I have kissed a girl on a dare before. In college, my roommate, but we are both straight. We did it on a dare, but if anything, it definitely solidified that I am straight. So I guess I wouldn't say I liked it. Definitely didn't awaken anything in me. You created your Laurenzside channel to upload content that you actually enjoy. I feel like now you only follow the latest trends on your main channel for views, which is fine because YouTube's your job and your way to make income. Okay, so yes and no. So if you didn't know, ever since quarantine started, I've been streaming more on Twitch and I've been cutting them down and re-uploading them to a second YouTube channel called Laurenzside. Both are linked in the description below. I've been enjoying doing both pretty equally lately. I still love my main channel content, but my main channel content, I like to put a lot more thought and effort and energy into. I brainstorm a lot for the ideas over there. They have to be edited a certain way. It's grown and changed over the years. My audience has grown and changed over the years. I still love all the content I make on my main channel. But there's a part of me that misses when I first started my channel, doing those long gameplays, the more simple content that's not highly edited, not highly thought out. I literally pick a game, I just play it, and then put it out there. But no, that's not the content I actually want to make. I actually want to make my main channel content. That's where my real passion and energy goes into. But I've been feeling like I just need another creative outlet to my creative outlet, if that makes sense, where I can just kind of mess around and do what I want to do for a little bit without severe consequences. I assume that you do more than you need to for YouTube and have it consume most of your life. Yeah. A lot of YouTubers decide to go from this one-on-one type of thing and become more of a whole production, which is fantastic and so cool if people are able to do that and hire other people and streamline everything, make everything more polished. If that's what you want, that's fantastic. I have never ever wanted that. I used to work in an office production environment and I enjoy this so much more. I love having my own hours. I think YouTube and YouTubers are so successful and keep audiences for a long time when they're authentic. Depending on the type of content you make, I feel like the more polished it becomes and the more that you're taken out of your content, it's going to eventually show. And I'm not talking about quality. You can have awesome camera equipment, audio equipment, tech equipment. I'm all for it. I mean, when you have that more polished feel that there's other people working on every video of yours and you're just kind of the face of it, you can tell. But like I said, there's no right or wrong way to do it. I just personally always want to be in control of my content. That having been said, I work all the freaking time. I do have help with editing, but this video, I'm editing myself because it's a way more personal video. I want to put my touch on to make it that much more personal. I've also been editing all the live content because I've been trying to see if that's something I should hire somebody for or not. Bobby and I set up all our own production equipment. I find all of our ideas. I do all of the thumbnails. And I always know I could try to find somebody and teach them, but I always feel like nobody's gonna care about my channel more than me and maybe Bobby because he's married to me, or else we'll both be out of work. But yeah, I'm bad at taking breaks because I enjoy my job so much. That's when people say, if you love your job, you'll never work a day in your life. No, if you love your job, you're gonna work all the time because there's no separation between work and enjoying what you're doing in that moment as if it was a hobby or something. It's weird. It's a weird line. I'm very extremely grateful for it and that's why I never complain. But it is a lot of work that people do not understand. Not everybody is gonna put in the time and energy that it takes. If you can put in the time and energy that it takes over a long span of time, you might get somewhere. Not everybody is going to be cut out to do it. That's what makes it a dream job. You are probably the type of person who just watches Netflix straight after filming a video. Surprisingly, no. So for example, today I'm filming 2 videos, and then I'm gonna be live streaming, and then I'll be watching Netflix. So yeah, it's very rare that I go directly from filming to going to watch TV like Netflix or whatever. You've thought about having kids, but was scared your YouTube career would be put at jeopardy. Yeah, 100%. Before I decide to have kids, I want to make sure that I feel super secure in how YouTube is doing, how I'm doing on YouTube, how our company in general is doing, making sure I have a super supportive audience so that when the time comes that I do decide to have kids, I know that it's gonna be okay. Colleen Ballinger, I actually watch her a lot. She's like one of the people that I always watch and I'm like, okay, she did it. And her YouTube's still fine. Yeah, there's a lot of people who have kids, or even Afmao. Afmao has 3 kids and she's still doing great on YouTube. Like, women are beasts. They can handle it. But yeah, YouTube's always gonna be a priority for me. It's what I worked really hard for. So no matter what happens in my personal life, I'm always gonna make sure that I'm able to keep up with it. But yes, that definitely scares me. I think Lauren is secretly planning on having a child soon, and she just hasn't told us. You want to get another dog as a little friend for Dexter, but are too scared of how Dexter will react. 100%. We have been talking on and off about getting another dog for a couple of years. We still are not sure about the timing, but Dexter is so attached to us. He gets along with other dogs, but gets super jealous when we pay more attention to them than him. So I'm super scared to get another dog because I don't want it making him upset. And also, he's gonna be older than like a little puppy, and every time he plays with puppies, he's exhausted for like days afterwards. So I just want to make sure that we can keep up with both. I'm sure eventually we'll get another one while we still have Dexter. We don't know. Dexter is one of the main things holding us back from getting another dog. We are not sure how the dynamic will work. I assume you were one of those girls who was a tomboy in the inside, but a girly girl on the outside. I was never a girly girl. Ever. Like, I love having my hair in a ponytail, wearing army prints and sweatpants like I am right now, and baggy clothing. Like Billie Eilish, yes. So glad she came through with her style. But yeah, I've always been way more of a tomboy all around. I do enjoy makeup. That's why I feel like all these categories of like, are you tomboy or girly girl? Why can't you be both? I don't think anybody has ever categorized me as a girly girl. Although I do like dressing up and putting makeup on for very special occasions. Like day-to-day life, I could not care less. On the outside, you act like you're the most beautiful person and you love the color purple, but on the inside, you actually are scared of what people think of you. Do I act like I'm a beautiful person? I feel like there's some videos where I'm a hot mess. I definitely don't try to portray this like looking beautiful every time I make a video. But the big thing, no, I don't care what people think of me. There's a difference between like caring about people and caring about what people think. I feel like one of the healthiest, best things that you can ever do for yourself is to stop caring about what other people think. Like, keep caring about people, but don't care about what people think. If I cared about what people thought of me, I would not be doing this job. I would not be as happy as I am. People had comments to say about when I dyed my hair purple, and I freaking love having purple hair. Even once the purple hair is gone, I'm gonna be happy that I did it. I tend to dress differently than most people dress. I leave the house looking like a hot mess a lot of the time because I just don't care. It's not hurting anybody for me to look like a hot mess. People thought I was crazy when I decided to try and do YouTube. When I wanted to go to film school, people were like, that might be not a super secure job path, which they're right, but I knew it was gonna make me happy regardless, so I did it. There's been so many things in my life that people have been like, don't do that, you're not gonna like it. Don't do that, it's a bad idea. And then I usually just did it anyway and realized, oh hey, thank God I didn't listen to other people. I'll never forget, there was one time we went to a country club and I was dressed up for it, but because I had purple hair, everybody was staring at me because that was apparently weird. And you know what? I did not care. Honestly, not caring about what people think of you and what makes you happy will make you very happy. I promise you. I know it's hard, and I know not everybody can do it, but if you can, my God. And it's funny because I care too much about other people not what they think of me, but like I care. I'm like that person when you're watching a movie with somebody else, I'll be staring at you during the funny parts or the scary parts just to see like if you're enjoying the movie. Like if you're not laughing at it as much as me, I'm like, oh no, they're not enjoying the movie as much as me. How can I help that? Like I just want other people around me to be happy, but I don't necessarily care if they think good about me. I don't care. Okay, so these next two, I had so many polar opposite assumptions about me for. So, this first one, I assume you were a rebel as a kid because of your hair, and I know that you're a kind, loving person. But then there's, you were the goody two-shoes at school, but your friends persuaded you and got you into trouble with them. So one side, rebel, assuming I'm a rebel. Other side, I was a goody two-shoes. Which one was it? I was the goody two-shoes that never got in trouble unless I was following my friends and their terrible advice. Because back then, I cared about what other people thought of me, and it got me into trouble. But yeah, I got really good grades, I was terrified of authority, I never wanted to get in trouble by my parents. You know why? I'm still like that. I also hate drama. I just hate any sort of situation. I just want things to be chill. I think that's my main goal in life. Is to just be chill. I'm doing a pretty good job at it. I want to be chill. I want my surroundings to be chill. I want the people I hang out with to be chill. Just be chill, okay? Just be chill and love everybody and do good for the world. Okay, the next conflicting thing I saw, assumption you were popular in high school because of how outgoing and fun you are, versus you were more of a loner that was nice to people but liked being alone in school. Which one is it? Popular in high school or a loner that was nice to people? Probably more on the side of the loner that was nice to people. I definitely was not considered popular, and I definitely was not an outgoing personality. I still am not a very outgoing personality. I am and I'm not. It's weird. I can't define it. I'm outgoing when it comes to my job and work, but if it comes to just like, I don't know, meeting people for the sake of meeting people, I'm not very outgoing. Like once somebody talks to me, fine, I'm in there, but I won't go seek people out. Yeah, I was super nice, so nobody had a problem with me, at least in high school. I was super nice. I knew a bunch of people from a bunch of different friend groups. I had like one main friend group. But yeah, for the most part, I'd rather just hang out with my one little friend group. I didn't need to like be known by everybody or liked by everybody. It was just kind of like doing my own thing. I don't know, being nice. People liked me. And that was back again when I cared what other people thought of me. So I just tried to be like what I thought everybody would like and dress how I thought everybody would like. I didn't really blossom until I went to college when I started to be like, hey, I'm a cool person. I should just be myself. And then that's probably where I got more like confident and not caring about what other people thought and had a lot more fun. Are you really as close with your YouTube friends as you seem? I often have trouble finding close friends and can't imagine how hard it is with busy jobs. Yeah, when you become an adult, you still have friendships, but they're not like they were when you were younger. So just get used to that. Everybody has jobs, eventually everybody gets married, and they have kids, and you see them less and less except for like big events or like random barbecues. So I'm actually as close with my YouTube friends as I probably am with some of my in real life friends. That meaning I'm at an age where everybody's super busy anyway, and I'm a very low maintenance friend. And by that I mean like, I might not check up on you every day, I might not ask to hang out all the time, but I still love you and want to talk to you. And when we do hang out, it's as if no time has passed. Like I can't be with friends or people who need to like talk to me constantly, hang out with me constantly to like keep the friendship going. I can't. I don't have the time. I love you. It has nothing to do with that. I just don't have time. And a lot of my friends don't either. And it's nothing against anybody, that's just how life works. So I'd say my closest YouTube friends that I talk to at least once a week, if not more than that, are Yami, Scott, Cassie, Lizzie I talk to often. I'm pretty close with Tiffany, like I has Cupquake, Afmao. I'm close with Megan, like Strawberry17. My friend Cheridet. I feel like those are the YouTube friends I have that I feel like I can hit up at any time with a problem and they'll listen to me and try to help me out. Like that to me is a friend. Somebody that like no matter what you're going through or how long it's been since you talked, you can just pick right back up from your conversation. I know there's a lot of YouTubers that like pretend to be friends with one another, but I luckily have never had to do that. I feel like if we stopped being friends, I would not try to pretend to be friends. That's kind of weird. But yeah, it's the same with my real life friendships too, especially since quarantine. Like I haven't seen a lot of my friends in a while, but we try to talk when we can and see each other when we can. How do you feel being older than most of your YouTube friends? I don't know how old you think I am versus other people, but like Cassie is 1 year younger than me. Not even, I think she's like 6 months younger than me. Lizzie is 3 years younger than me. And I know if you're like in school, this might seem like a big age difference, but once you get past high school, 3 years is not that big of a difference. Tiffany is actually a little older than me. Honestly, I think the only friends that are a decent amount younger than me is Yami, who is 5 years younger than me, and Scott, who's 6 years younger than me. Those are the only two that are decently younger than me than my like close group of friends. But besides Scott jokingly calling me his grandma from time to time, I hate you. I now don't really feel it. I think I did like when I started because I had like a full-time job and a lot of them were still in school, so we had very different day-to-day lives. But now that we're all doing YouTube full-time, I feel like there's not really that much different between us, if that makes sense. Older than most of my YouTube friends. Look up all their ages. I assume that you were the peacekeeper in your friend group. Yeah. Lots of people can confirm. I am very, very, very chill, like I said earlier. I very rarely get into fights with people. I have never really caused like drama or wanted to cause drama or wanted to be included in drama. It doesn't take much to make me happy, and it takes a lot to make me angry. Most of the little like quarrels and stuff or like disagreements I might have with somebody, I'm usually just like, this is stupid. Like, I don't hold grudges. I swear, I'm like coming to the realization while filming this. My main goal in life is to be chill. So yes, I am I'm still the peacekeeper in a lot of family disagreements, friend disagreements. I'm just like that middle ground that's just like, hey, why can't everybody be chill? Why can't everybody just be calm? My assumption is that you love me. Oh, I do. Look who it is. I heard Laurenzside is so rich and has a perfect life. Do you? Where did you hear that from? Okay, so to be honest, YouTube has definitely made me financially secure. I don't have crazy money. I'm not rich in that I could be like, hey, I could just stop doing YouTube and live off what I have for the rest of my life. I can't just be like, hey, I'm gonna go buy whatever the heck I want. But YouTube definitely has me making more money than most 30-year-olds that I know. That having been said, money doesn't make your life perfect. I've lived as an adult, both with only making enough money to pay my bills and be able to live outside my parents' house without having to move back with them, by working various ridiculous jobs and eating like ramen. And then I also have lived where I am right now, where I feel pretty secure. I have some savings going on. I have some investments going on. I'm trying to be smart with my money, but I was happy in both scenarios because I was still doing and living the way that I wanted. Obviously, having less money, I had problems surrounding having less money. Having money doesn't make your life perfect. It gives you different types of problems. All that having been said, I am very happy with my situation right now. I love our house. I love my husband. I love my job. I'm living as chilly as I can. I'm stressed constantly trying to make sure that my business doesn't die. But at the end of the day, like, I'm good. It's definitely not perfect. I don't ever like things to be perfect, but I'm trying to make it as close to my type of perfect and or happiness as I can. I assume that you feel somewhat uncomfortable when you get recognized in public. 100%. I do not like being the center of attention. And also, when I get recognized in public, I realize that a lot of people, this is like a big moment for them if they've been watching me for a while, because I understand I have YouTubers and or celebrities that if I got to meet in person, I would freak out. So for those people, I don't want to ruin that moment. I don't want to be like not energetic or as funny as they think. I want to be like the version of them that they're hoping to meet, basically. I'm basically more anxious and uncomfortable that I'm going to let you down when I meet you. Whereas usually it turns out fine. We usually have good interactions when I'm recognized in public. But every time I'm just like, there's just like this feeling in my chest when somebody recognizes me. I'm like, oh no, oh no, oh no. Some people love it. They love being recognized. I might like it more if I'm recognized in a moment where I like look really nice. But if I'm like coming off a plane or something, or I'm just not having a good day and I get recognized, I'm just like, all right, pull yourself together. But yeah, I hate being the center of attention. I would rather just blend into the background. Assumption, you eat very healthy food, though you love bread. Yeah, actually the past, like, we've always been somewhat healthy eaters, but the past couple years, we've definitely revamped our entire like pantry. We still eat unhealthy from time to time, but if you come to our house, the majority of stuff you'll find is like hemp hearts, plant-based protein shakes, like almond butter. I don't know. Like it's very rare if you come to our house you find like Doritos. Like everything's all natural, healthy, plant-based. We try to eat as healthy as we can, but we definitely have our unhealthy moments. We're not super strict with it, but on a day-to-day basis, we try to eat as healthy as possible. I mean, you only have one body, you might as well take care of it, right? So yeah, I've been filming for over an hour. I think the first one was over an hour too, and I cut it down to like 20-30 minutes. Hoping I can do that with this one. I hope that you guys have somewhat of a better picture of me. If you really like these super personal, deep divey type videos, make sure to leave a like so I know, and I'll try to figure out some more ideas around it. I really like doing it. I like connecting with you guys more, make you guys feel like you know a little bit more about me besides what I just show online. Try to be a little bit more unfiltered. Leave a comment below letting me know which assumption I answered shocked you the most, or maybe didn't shock you the most. I don't know. Maybe you knew all this about me already. Subscribe if you're new to the channel and hit the notification bell so I don't get lost in the void that is now YouTube. And as always, I will see you guys soon.